Hello, friends. How are you all? I hope you are doing great and taking care of yourself. If you are new to this YouTube channel, I try to share my experience through this YouTube channel as what I have learned in the field of DevOps tools like Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, etc. I also try to share my journey of preparation for the cloud certification, specifically into the AWS as well as Microsoft Azure. I've also cleared the fundamentals of Google as a cloud associate certification. Before we get into the more details about what is this video about, I want to share a survey conducted by the Stack Overflow in 2025, and as you can see on the screen, the Docker holds the top position. According to the Stack Overflow, the Docker has gained the popularity in the 2025 when compared to 2024, and that makes the Docker as one of the popular tool, not when compared to other technologies like or other cloud development things like AWS, Kubernetes, Google Cloud, uh, Terraform, etc. So knowing Docker is the must skill. Not only that, when I see what companies are using Docker in 2025, I see Capital One holds the top position. Then we have Capgemini, we have IBM, followed by Oracle, followed by CGI, and many other companies are still using Docker. So you might have a question in your mind: should I really learn Docker first, or should I skip Docker and directly go into the Kubernetes? As I always said, knowing the fundamentals and starting with the fundamentals will help you not only to get an exposure or learning about that tool, but it will help you to stay strong in the longer run as well. So that's one of the thing. Also, not only that, when I look at the LinkedIn about, and when I search which what are the positions or the jobs open in the market which are still using Docker, and I see in United States right now on LinkedIn we have 249 positions open, which requires Docker as one of your skill set. With that said, I am going to share an excited news, or I am excited to share this news with you all, that I am kicking off the Docker tutorial for beginners on my YouTube channel. Before we get into the depth of it, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned for the Docker tutorial for beginners. So without much further delay, let's get started. So, friends, if you're looking to start your career in an IT, or looking to switch from a QA role or a support role into a DevOps or SRE, knowing Docker in 2025 as well as 2026 is going to be make you strong and shine in the job market. So what you can expect from this tutorial on my YouTube channel for Dockers for beginners. So here the schedule is, we are going to go through the 6-week schedule of the Docker tutorial, which will help us to get familiar with this Docker concept as well as how you can use in your project. We will be having some hands-on session and etc. So week 1 we will introduce ourselves to the container world, but before introducing ourselves to the container world, we will be talking about virtual machines, different types of virtual machines, what is hypervisor, what are different types of hypervisors, what are containers, and finally what problem the containers solve when compared to the virtual machine. Week 2 we will be getting ourselves familiar to the Docker world. What is Docker? How to install Docker on your system or your machine, running our first Docker slash container. We will be also exploring what is Docker registry or a Docker hub. Week 3, we will be getting more stronger into the Docker world by stepping into the shoes of images and the containers and learning some basic commands and how to pull image from the Docker registry or hub. We will be also running our first NGX image on our laptop or a computer machine. Week 4, we will be getting more stronger by building our own image by using a Docker file. We will be getting exposed to what is the Docker file, how can you write the Docker file, what are the important components to be considered while writing a Docker file, as well as we will be building our first image using Docker build command. Week 5, we will get more exposure to the networking and the volumes world in the Docker uh, world, right? How to expose your Docker application to a specific port, making container to talk to each other. We will be talking about different volumes, persistent versus imperial volumes. And the last week 6, we will be talking about Docker Compose. By going through this tutorial, by end of this tutorial, I guarantee you that you will be getting yourself familiar for getting yourself familiar to the Docker concept, as well as you would be preparing yourself for the interview from the DevOps perspective, DevOps engineer perspective, or an SRE perspective. So I'm too excited to start this tutorial on my YouTube channel, and I hope you too are excited to join me, and let's learn together and get ourselves familiar to the Docker world. Until then, take care. Bye bye.